Welcome to Primordial Vision. If you can, stop what you're doing for a moment. I want you to take this image and allow your imagination to flow. I speak this Madhu to your Ka. May your Ka come forth as conscious light. May it no longer be buried underneath what is not pleasing to it. Arise, great Natiru, Kepara. Come forth as conscious light. Free yourselves from the distractions that's got you tied down. Release yourselves from what causes you stress, anxiety, fear, anger, depression, sadness, laziness, neglectful. It is these things which has your nervous system unbalanced. Pekka Mku. Forget about yesterday's conversation that made you mad. Forget about the opportunity that you missed. Forget about the things that are going on at work. Forget about the bills that are stacking up. Forget about the people who have disowned you. Abolish the hurt from the past. Abolish the fear of the future. Take 9 deep breaths and Pekka Mku. You are the wealth of the earth. You are which brings balance. You are peace. Your gift is needed. You have been given life. You have been chosen. It is your Ka that seeks freedom. Freed from the bondage of a pep. Come forth, Natiru. Imbue yourself within the glory of your Pau, the Natiru. It is by their power that you have power to overcome what holds you back. Come forth, great Natiru. Kepara. The Parim Heru. The Papyrus of Ani by E.A. Wallace Budge. Page 150. The beginning of the chapters of making transformations. Making the transformation into a swallow. Saith Asar Ani, triumphant. I am a swallow. Swallow that the scorpion, the daughter of Ra. Hail ye Natiru, sweet is your smell. Hail flame coming forth from the horizon. Hail thou who art in the town. with an order. I have come, having its report. May one open to me. How shall I tell what I have seen there? I was like Heru, the prince of the divine boat. Was given to him the throne of his father. And Sut, that son of Nut, possessed the calamity which he had made for himself. Give judgment upon me, being in the Sikkim. I stretched out my two arms to Asar. I passed on to judgment. I have come to say, grant that I may pass, that I may report my message. I enter, being judged, coming out, distinguished, at door, that nevature. I am pure, at place of passage, that great. I have destroyed my defects. I have made an end of my wickedness. I have annihilated the faults which belong to me. I myself am pure. I am mighty. O doorkeepers, I have made the way. I am like unto you. I have come forth by day. I have walked upon my two legs. I have obtained power over the steps of the shiny ones. I know, even I, the ways, secret of the doors, of the Saket. Aru, may I rise up thee. May it be granted to me what I may come, and that I may overthrow my enemies upon earth. Though my body buried it is this book, he shall come forth by day in the underworld. He shall go in after he have come forth. If he be not known in this chapter, not shall he enter in after he have come forth. He shall not come forth by day. Examine your day to day. I know your schedule is busy. You gotta go to work. You gotta clean the house. You have the long commute. You try to find time to study. Try to find the time to spend time with loved ones. Needing the time to work out. Different aspects in your life that are unorganized, that causes stress. You feel frustrated with how people act around you. They try to pull you back into which you are not, which is that old shedding of you. But you are the great Natiru. You are the hope of your household. It starts with you. Who you want to become must be the priority. What Neter or Natert will you be? You won't be able to take everyone you love and care about, or the ones you come across with you, to these levels of consciousness. The power of gathering comes from the energy in who you've become. The power from your actions is what attracts. As you create, you generate. Light is pulsating from you. Repetition generates power like the running of an engine. There cannot be any quitting from you. The focus must be on you. Be the echo of your Pau, the Natiru. Their essence flows through your veins. Speak to them. Summon them. Imbue yourself with them. They are your strength. They are who gets you through the day. They are the power within your creation. They mature you in Ma'at. They are your protection. Fear not, and have the courage and strength and virility like the great Neter Set, who protects the boat of Ra. Speak to yourself with the sound frequency of the great Neter Ptah. Anki and Ma'at, Un and S, Nin Tet Aset in Ma'at, Min Hepapet in Ma'at, Her in Hukui, Per Ikut. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Once you become the thing that you are, there is no such thing as, there is no failure. And once you give praise and reciprocity to something that actually is, the energy comes towards you because you're actually showing your energy. Imagine your own health. Your own health. The most beautiful thing you could ever have, because without health, none of us are here at the pod class. None of us, you can't love anybody without health. You can't, you're going to die. Your own health, which is the most important thing, biological imperative, is right there with you. I don't even have money around me right now, but the dollar bill is what this piece of paper is what you're calling wealth. You're sending the energy to this dead piece of paper, and you are the actual wealth. And once you give the reciprocity to that, which is taking care of yourself through discipline, then you're going to make wiser decisions, which will bring what you want to you. But if your brain is full of grease, bad thoughts, and the Flintstones, and you're chasing this piece of paper, you're going to be in this this crazy circle because you're chasing the wrong thing. The thing that you have is already a gift to you. You don't have to chase it. You just have to prove that you are disciplined enough to love yourself more than anything. Love yourself more than anything that exists at all. And then you'll find out that you love everyone else as much if they're in tune, like the other neuron. When you wake up in the morning, you don't brush my teeth, you brush your teeth. In order for me to love you and you to show me the best that you can be, you have to be healthy. So the love goes to you first. And once you understand that, you become the netter and the nettert. You become that. And then once you shine out that light, then you draw things. I never asked for one student. I never asked for any of you. I never asked for Bijan Fair. I never said, Bella, come follow me. I never asked for anybody. But because I took care of myself and brain, the dentist, the eye doctor yelled out an age of mine, and I was shaking. I didn't know what was going on. The eye doctor, I had to put down an age because I thought I was filling out a form to get a prescription. I had to put down a number, and she calculated the number. She said, "Oh, and she said an age, and I was like, I can't. I'm older than Scribe. Like, I couldn't even fathom what that was, and that's because I never think of counting towards my death. All I think about is my life. So because I become the best and become young, that's what brings everybody here. That's why anybody that's disgruntled, anybody who's not showing up in the pod class, anybody who you've seen around that disappears, you don't have to have a conversation with them to find out why they left. All you have to do is be silent and say, where are your students? Who's coming to you for your light? People say that I was brought to this platform, or I was brought to the Lions Den, or I was brought to the KP Podcraft, and I say to myself, so were 100 people. There's 100 people in the Lions Den. Just going to the Lions Den and the Killer Priest podcast, that's what creates this, what you're in that now. So Bijan Pharaoh just popped up on the Killer Priest podcast, on the Killer Priest podcast. Next week, he has a following in a podcast. That's all you're gonna do is just pop up on Sonetta, and the next 2 weeks you're doing this? No. I started this. I started this almost 40 years ago. I started this almost 40 years ago, working for nothing, because I had the love for the people and the love for myself first. So that's where the magic comes in. Once you have that love, people will say, I want to give you this. I want to do this for you because you're doing something so great. I want to. And that's the wealth. When the Kardashians came up to me and I was doing a magic show, they just started going like this. I didn't ask them for nothing. I did a magic show. They said, this is for the rabbit. They said 1, 2, 3. And it was hundreds of dollars. They were just doing this to me. They pulled out a picture. You recognize her? I said, I don't know who that is. They said, that's a Kardashian. You don't know her? That is Kim. And as they're talking every syllable, they're putting $100 in my bucket. I'm not doing any more show. That's because I affected them. That's the wealth. I gained more wealth in that day than anybody I know made in a day, because I affected their life. And once you all start doing that, that's the wealth that will come to you. The true wealth. You can be under a bridge and be wealthy, because you can be under a bridge as a wise man, under a bridge, helping somebody, and that person says, let me tell my son that you helped me. And it's Jay-Z's mom. And he's like, who helped you? That guy under the bridge? Come here, man. Come take this house in Bentley. That's what it is that I'm teaching. You don't have to be chasing the house in Bentley. You just do what you're supposed to be doing, and it will come to you. So I'm just gonna say peace and love, because I could go on with more.
The Purim Heru, The Papyrus of Ani by E.A. Wallace Budge, page 166. Chapter of being among the cycle of the Natiru and of being transformed into the prince of the divine chiefs. He saith, Homage to thee, Temu, Neb of heaven, creator of things which exist, coming forth from the earth, making to come into being that which is sown, Neb of things which shall be, begetter of the Natiru, Neter great, creator of himself, Neb of life, making to flourish mankind. Homage to you, Nebu, of things pure, beings who hide your dwellings. Homage to you, ye Nebu, of eternity, who hide your forms. Not is known the place in which are they there. Homage to you, ye Natiru, dwellers in the abode of inundated lands, and ye Natiru, dwellers in the underworld, and the cycle of the Natiru, dwellers in heaven. Grant ye to me that I may come, for I know you. I am pure, I am divine, I am mighty, I have a soul, I have become powerful, I am glorious, I have brought to you perfume and incense and natron. Destroy ye that which is in your hearts against me. I have come, I have destroyed evil, all which dwelleth in your hearts. I have put away my sins against you. I have brought to you that which is good. I have made to come to you what is right and true. I know you. I know your names. I know forms, yours, which are not known, coming into being among you. I have come to you. I have risen like Natiru, that are among men, living among the Natiru. I am strong before you as Neter, that who is exalted upon his standard. When he cometh to the Natiru, are in rejoicing. Rejoice in him, goddesses and women, when they see. I have come to you. I have risen on the throne of Ra. I sit upon my seat in the horizon. I receive offerings upon my altar. I drink wine each evening as Sa. This is of the Neb, of mortals. I am exalted like Neter, that's sacred, the Neb of the house, great. Rejoice the Natiru when they see him at his manifestation, beautiful on the body
And I don't get that.
The reason why you'll probably never get it, and the reason why they don't is the same reason, and the reason is because they don't. Just can somebody refer to me? We have a bunch of people. I know Angela Gates watches different people. I know that I know superheroes watch different people. You watch different people. Can somebody just give me the YouTube channel where somebody's teaching? Somebody who looks like me is teaching from the papyri, and not just teaching from the papyri like this word means this, but teaching from the papyri as in that's their culture. They imbue your power and saying coffin text, pyramid text, such says this, and here is there a YouTube channel? Can somebody give me that? Nobody's teaching from the papyrus. So if you don't teach from papyrus, then how are you ever going to believe the Natiru? That's where they're written about. So that's the reason why there's no comprehension of them in the Natiru because they're embarrassed of the stories in the papyrus. They're getting their information just from Egyptology, not from the actual, not delving in it as if it's them. There's a disconnect. It's an atheist disconnect. That's why I say the conscious community, they're atheists. They don't know that they're atheists, but they actually are atheists. They don't believe in anything. They don't connect it with them. They're just using it for debating purposes. That's all they're using it for. They're not using it for when they shut down the computer. They're Charles Grant. I just any so-called Kemetic teacher, pro-black, Ma'at person. I just want to hear what your wife calls you when you're making love to her. Because they don't believe in the Natiru. So you're Pata, Sin, Mut, Unk, Atum, and your wife's making love to you, calling you Gary. So whatever your wife's making love to you, calling you, that's what's going on in real life. That's what's happening in real life. In real life, this is a hobby to them. They believe they're the netter as much as they believe the Chicago Bulls are actual bulls. It's just for sport. This is just an entertainment to them, the Chicago Bulls, and my team is better than yours, just for debate purposes. This has nothing to do with. They don't make any survival off of it. They do not associate the teachings of the ancients with their survival. If you don't associate the teachings of the ancients with your survival, it is just not real to you. It's as real to you as Spider-Man and Wolverine. It's just you believe. It's awesome seeing X-Men is my favorite. I love them. I love those movies, all the superpowers they have. But when you close your eyes and turn off the movie, you don't actually believe that there's a Phoenix Gray. You don't believe there's an Xavier. But you're caught up in it. You see people arguing, listen, Wolverine will kill Batman, Black Venom. You see people arguing in the barbershop, arguing on TV. My team, man. But do you really believe there's a Venom? No, you don't. Thanos will kill Incredible Hulk. But you don't really believe in it. It's just for argument purposes. That is how they take this culture. It's just for entertainment. The difference is that I imbued it in my. Anybody who's been in behind this screen share is everything that I teach. I wake up with this. I go to bed with this. So that's why they don't live. Nobody believes in that. That's the bottom line. Nobody believes in it. So therefore, their teachings are just, and the third eye is the pineal. Everything is a new age from Gaia TV, ancient astronauts, and everything is just rhetoric from their mouth. They do not believe in the papyrus. They don't believe in it. So that's why you'll never hear them, my brother. They don't. They do not accept it. Whatever your children call you. Like in your house, not the children that are disconnected from you, so they're Christians and married to a priest. I'm talking about in your household. The culture of your household with a hidden camera will dictate what you actually are to the public. So somebody should be able to walk into your house at any given time and know that you are 100% Ma'at. That's the difference. So your children look up to you and say, Pata, Sin, Mint, Nefer, who? Does your 6-year-old daughter, your 13-year-old daughter look to you and say, such and such, Jeb Ra, Shu Jeb El? No. They call you Daddy and Craig. What the heck does the word daddy mean? Did I ever tell you what daddy means? It's to masturbate, but let me go ahead and it's fun. Tua to the Nets are energy. This is fun to me because I'm in a world of everyone's an illusion. So it's I'm seeing the game and it's fun. That's why I can teach it so freely. This is actually scary information, but it's fun. I'm teaching it in a fun way so everybody doesn't get scared. The people around you do not believe in anything. They're atheists and they're soon going to be transhumans. Your friends will soon be robots. Let's get to the.
As you observe those who walk among you, those who live their lives in Isfat, you are walking in Ma'at. You do what is biologically imperative for your immortality, regardless of what everyone else is doing. Ma'at is your foundation. You are imbued within her. You come forth from her. You must consistently live within her to bring forth your Ka. May your E be lighter than Shu. May you live opposite from those amongst you who live in chaos. Abolish the actions that causes you frustration in your life. Imbue yourself in what sustains life. Do what is pleasing to your Ka. Focus on what you can control, which is you. Live your life the way your Pa'u has instructed you to live. The gift that is within you will be beneficial within this world. I speak unto you the great words of the great Neter, Ptah-hotep, who wrote. Readings from the Literature of Ancient Egypt by William Kelly Simpson. The Maxims of Ptah-hotep, page 132, number 5 and number 6, as well as page 138, number 19 and number 20. If you are a ruler responsible for the concerns of the populace, search for every opportunity to do good, so that there may be no shortcoming in your actions. Great is Ma'at, and its foundation is firmly established. It has not been shaken since the time of Asar. And he who violates the laws must be punished. In the eyes of the covetous man, it goes unnoticed that wealth can be lost through dishonesty, and that wrongdoing does not result in success. He says, I will procure wealth for myself. He does not say, I will procure wealth through my diligence. But in the long run, it is Ma'at which endures, and an honest man may state, this is my ancestral property. Do not stir up fear in people, or Neter will punish in equal measure. A man may determine to live thereby, but he will eventually be lacking in bread for his mouth. A man may decide to become rich, and he may say, I will snatch for myself whatever I see. A man may decide to cheat another, but he will end up giving his gains to a total stranger. It is not what man devised that come to pass, but what Neter determines comes to pass. Live, therefore, contently, and let what they give come of its own accord. If you desire that your way of life be blameless, keep yourself far from every evil. Guard yourself against the blemish of greediness, for it is a grave affliction of an incurable disease, and those who fall into it cannot recover. It creates dissension among fathers, mothers, and marital brothers. It embitters beloved friends. It alienates a trustworthy man from his Lord. It isolates a wife from her husband. It is an embracing of every evil. It is a combining of everything which is hateful. That man will endure who is meticulous in uprightness and who walks in accordance with his proper station. He will make a testament thereby. But for the greedy, there will be no tomb. Do not be selfish in the division of an estate by lusting for more than your rightful share. Do not be selfish with respect to your relatives, for greater is the calm of the good-natured man, that of the assertive. He who forsakes his relatives is truly poor, for he lacks the compassion to respond to their entreaties. Even a little of what one yearns for can calm a distressed man. The ka becomes extremely expressive when you are in the mode of creating, which can be in the form of working out, studying, meditating, creating music, drawing or painting, even nature walks. When you are in motion, the ka begins to speak. The ka is the real you. The ka is the genius. It is the source of all great ideas, wisdom, understanding things, that gut feeling, perceiving things before it happens. When the ka begins to speak, it is imperative to listen and write down what is being expressed. The ka produces an abundance of gems. The ka is the energy source to your very existence. I speak Ankh to your ka. I speak Ankh to your ba. I speak Ankh to your kat. May they be aligned in my At forevermore. Hotep Medi. The Purim Heru, The Papyrus of Ani by E.A. Wallace Budge. Page 170. Chapter of Making the Transformation into Patah. Saith Asar Ani. I eat bread. I drink beer. I put on remnant. I fly like a hawk. I cackle like a goose. I alight upon the way near the funeral mountain on the festival of the Great One. What is evil doubly, not have I eaten. What is foul, not have I swallowed it. What abomineth my ka, not have I entered it into my body. I live then according to what know the Natiru glorious. I live and I obtain power from their bread. I obtain power as I eat it beneath the foliage of the tree of Hathor, my lady. I make an offering. I make an offering of bread in the Tatu, an oblation in Anu. I array myself in the covering of the Mahati. I stand up and I sit down. Whatever desireth my heart there. My head is like that of Ra. I have gathered myself together like Tamu. The 4 quarters of Ra are the extent of the earth. I come forth. My tongue is of Ptah, my throat is of Hathor. I make mention of the words of Tamu, my father, with my mouth. He constraineth the servant, the wife of Seb, are broken down heads to him. Terror is to him there. Are recited hymns in praise at my acts of strength. I am accounted their heir of the Neb of the earth of Seb, the protector. Giveth water Seb, he giveth to me his risings. Bow down to me those who are in Anu their heads. I am their bull, becoming strong, moment by moment. I copulate, I have gained strength for millions of years. I am Primordial Thought 9, and I speak this Hekau unto you. May you Rezi, may you Kepara, may you come forth this conscious light. I speak unto your Ku, I speak unto your Sekau, I speak unto your Wajid, I speak unto your Dejed, I speak unto your Ka, I speak unto your Ba, I speak unto your Kat, I speak unto your Ma'aheru, I speak unto your Eb. May they be aligned in Ma'at forevermore. May you come forth this conscious light. May you be favored by the Natiru. May your gift be matured in Ma'at. May you do what is pleasing to your Ka. Henu and Hotep to our great Ba'u, the Natiru. Henu and Hotep to the great Mother Neith. Henu and Hotep to the great Nebuchadnezzar. Henu and Hotep to the great Amun. Henu and Hotep to the great Ra. Henu and Hotep to the great Ptah. Henu and Hotep to the great Asar. Henu and Hotep to the great Alset. Henu and Hotep to the great Neptet. Henu and Hotep to the great Heru. Henu and Hotep to the great Seket. Henu and Hotep to the great Set. Henu and Hotep to the great Ma'at. Henu and Hotep to the great Sheshet. Henu and Hotep to the great Tahuti. Henu and Hotep to the great Gab. Henu and Hotep to the great Noon. Henu and Hotep to the great Shu. Henu and Hotep to the great Nut. Henu and Hotep to the Cha-Cha, the eternal divine chiefs. Henu and Hotep to our Pa'u, our ancestors, the Natiru. May you open up to them. May you be in imbuement with them. And may they help you come forth this conscious light through your Kat. May they shine a favor and show favor upon you. May they grant you your provisions. May they sustain you. May you stand on the foundations of Ma'at forevermore. May your words be in order. May you follow your Eb. And may you do what is pleasing unto the Natiru. May you do what is biologically imperative for your immortality. May your household be sustained forevermore, Ma'at. I speak unto you this Hekau in the tones and great frequency of the great Netapata. I am Primordial Thought 9, favored by the Natiru. I am Ra, vindicated. Hotep Medi.